be a new wood, you'd certainly want to protect as much of that as you can.
What you got over there, Ron? Got some salt?
Boy, this is some groceries, I'll tell you about it.
Make my life worthwhile.
Where's your donkey?
I tied him up outside.
It's time for Down Home in the Tri-States with your host, Ron Jones. If it's farming, gardening, information, or just plain interesting, you can catch it all right here on Down Home in the Tri-States.
This is my Uncle Jethro.
Uncle Jethro.
Yeah, he's the last one of the siblings.
Good morning, how y'all doing? Glad to have you with us on Down Home in the Tri-States. I'm on every Saturday morning at 5:30 right here on News 13 WMBB. And my name is Ron Jones. If y'all haven't seen this show before, I appreciate you tuning in and hope you'll be back with us again next Saturday. Want to remind you, the week before last, Channel 13 had some malfunctions with their equipment, and we only got to play a little bit of the show, so I just instructed them to rerun that show again. And the sponsors that we did miss, which was Main Street and Wyndham Shoes and Easy Care, we're making up some spots for y'all on that. Just want to let y'all know that. So, oh, let's see. Okay, mark your calendars now. Mason auction, Saturday, September the 16th at 8 a.m. sharp. The gates open early. Y'all come, but at 8 a.m. sharp, the Mason auction the gavel goes down, folks, and the bidding starts. Okay, they're gonna have a lot of good stuff, and that you don't want to miss it. So just remember what that date is: Saturday, September the 16th, 8 a.m. We'll be telling you more about that as we get closer. Also, I was watching one of the local stations the other night, and they had a story on about the widening of Jinks Avenue. Said they had run into a problem, and that I believe it was AT&T had some lines there, and they couldn't continue the destruction and the widening of the road till AT&T got those lines moved or took care of that, and they hadn't done that. They just, from what the story sounded like, they just kind of been sitting on their dutch and not doing anything. And they couldn't finish widening that road until AT&T moved those lines. Let me tell you something. With this eminent domain thing, if your house was sitting right there in the same place, they would come in there and get your house. They'd get your house, and they say pay you a fair market value, and get you out of there, tear that house down, and get on with the work. But why can't they go in there and dig all them lines up, and then go ahead and finish doing it, and let AT&T worry with their problem about having to answer to the customers because they ain't got no service? Ain't that the way it ought to work? AT&T ain't no better than that man that owns that house over there. Am I right? Go in there, dig them lines up, and get on with that business out there, and let AT&T work with arguing with those homeowners out there. I bet you they get that work done real quick. That's part of my soapbox. I'm going to build my soapbox a little bit today. I got something back down here I wanted to read too that I didn't get to. I saw a story that said something about P&G was going to be marketing to a certain audience. And I think if I'm right, they were going to be marketing to a certain ethnical or racial audience. I believe, if I may be wrong on this, I don't have the story. I got it somewhere because they feel like they needed to do that to, for some reason, and somebody was speaking up saying that just ain't right to do that, and I agree with them. It totally ain't right. I'm sorry I can't explain it more in full. You probably saw the story yourself. I hope you did, but I'm gonna try to find that, and I forgot to find it before I come out here to do the opening. So anyway, I'm gonna find that and I'm gonna read that thing to you, and I think you'll agree with me. There was also a story about the transgenders in the service, and Trey Gowdy, he's a senator, a congressman, or something, a little short guy, you know. He always speaks a good piece, and he spoke out on this thing, and I've got it in there also. And I was gonna bring it out here, but I'll read it on live on camera when I get back in there, because I want y'all to hear this. Okay, pretty long, but I want y'all to hear with it, and I think you will agree with me when you hear what he's got to say. Some of you may have already seen it before. Also, one of the things we're going to have on today, there was an old barge called the Red Sea that was parked down at the downtown marina. This is going to be part of our old history show. Some of our older stuff we're showing, and we got a lot of it. And it was the Red Sea, and we went down there one day, and Ron did a short piece on it, and Ron McCamick did, and we're just getting ready to sink that thing and make a fishing reef out of it. Also got a little clip with Mr. Eugene Corbin. Mr. Eugene Corbin was, what was we at? We was at some kind of event. I believe it was, what was it? Doggone, you'll recognize the tents and things when you see it. But he was, this is about 10 years ago, maybe a little longer. You know, we just interviewed him recently and talked to him, and he was going to be 83. Well, he was 73, so it was 10 years ago. Anyway, let's see, we're not going to have that. Also, Joel Brown. Me and Ron went down there when we was doing the show one day and talked to Joel. He's closed up. He may be passed on now, but he's retired, I know. But he does fixes generators and stuff like that down there on Beach Drive. And y'all probably remember it if you ever saw it. Anyway, he had all these interesting items up on these shelves, and we did a little bit with him, and we'll have that on. I had Mr. Corbin down there, and do cuts. I don't know what that means. I write these notes, and I don't have any idea what they mean until I get there and start editing the program together, and then that's when I'll remember. But anyway, also want to remind you now about the Farm City Fest. Steve Hurst sent me some new flyers on this thing. Y'all remember the Farm City Fest? It's called Fest. Okay, November 3rd through the 4th, 2017, at the Jackson County Agricultural Center. It's 3631 Highway 90 West in Marianna, Florida. Now, you can get that. You can see the thing on Facebook.com/JC Farm City Fest. Or you can go to JacksonCounty.com/farm-city-festival. JacksonCounty.com/farm-city-festival. And they're going to have the parade again. This is the 44th annual event for the county Farm City Festival. And you know, they've moved the, I know we're getting dark, ain't we? So actually I'm doing this at night. Y'all figure that out sometimes. I'm doing it at night because I tape this thing. Sometimes I don't get out here till late. So I pretend like it's in the morning, okay? I ain't trying to pull anything over on y'all. That's just the way it is. Anyway, this is, they moved the tractor pull from Vernon when Sandra Cook took off to Fort St. Joe over there, and they quit doing it over there, so they have it up there now. They have the lawnmower pull, and I had a list of the stuff that's going to be going on. We'll be telling you more. This is down the road a little bit, but they got the recognition breakfast and the antique tractor drive and the parade, the lawnmower pull, and then the antique tractor pull, and then there's other festival attractions and vendors and displays and arts and crafts and everything. But anyway, we're going to be telling you more about that. As you can call that number on the screen there if you want any information on that stuff, okay? And like I said, we kind of linked it this morning on this opening, but we had to get all this stuff in. We'll remind you again now, coming on up in September 29th and 30th, 2017 at Dave and Judy's Farm, 2381 Bonnet Pond Road in Chipley, Florida. that's when they're going to be having this. It's put on by the Florida Trappers Association, and I mean, I got the name of it here. I can't hardly find it. It's so dark out here. Rendezvous. What is this thing called? Doggone it. Anyway, I can't see it, but if y'all are interested in that kind of stuff, write it down, okay? What I just told you, September the 29th and 30th, 2017. I'll be giving you the number on that, and y'all can call and get some information. We'll be telling you more about that, because we got we're in August and in September, so we got roughly about 2 months on this, coming up on this thing. So we'll be telling you more about it. So anything I've left off here, I'm gonna try to get in. We may not have time for everything I told you about this week, but we'll sure get it in next week. Y'all watch this if you got enough light, and we'll be back in just a minute with Down Home in the Tri-States.
Dow Morris at Easy Care Tree Service says if you've got trees, bring them on. No job is too big or too small. Just tell Dow where you want it. He'll put it on the ground, cut it up, and haul it off, leaving the area nice and clean. Too many of these tree services just come and go, but Dow and Tabitha Morris will be here for you. Dow and Tabitha employ only the highest qualified people to get the job done. Give Dow and Tabitha Morris a call because they are looking out for you. Easy Care Tree Service, the #1 requested tree service in Northwest Florida. Dennis Creamer has been in the shoe business repairing shoes for a long time. He started work after Reverend W.C. Clarence Wyndham opened for business in 1959 in Mariana.
Mr. Wyndham was the original owner of the shoe shop and sold out to me in 1984. Mr. Wyndham has passed on. He was my mentor and one that trained me. Everything, like a daddy.
Worn heel, hole in your shoe, but you love your shoe? Dennis can save you a lot of money. Renew it at Wyndham's. Check out the new line of Justin Chippewa and Double H boots, American made. Wyndham Shoe Shop, across from the gazebo on Lafayette Street in Mariana, Florida. You can also enter on Market Street in the rear. Go see them. Wyndham's, good Christian folks you can trust. Seminole Feed from Main Street Market. When people care about their pets and animals, they want the best. That's why they feed them Seminole Feed, the world's best equine food. High fat, calorie rich, feed for breeding, performance, endurance, and show horses. Premium performance dog food, 26% crude protein. Don't settle for any less. Check out the complete line of Seminole Feed at Main Street Market. Seminole Feed, the best you can get.
Hey, you need it? We've got Main Street Market. We're located on the corner of Highway 90 and 77 in Chipley, Florida.
Oh man.
That old early morning sun's about to break on the horizon. The coffee's a perkin', and the bacon's a cookin', and it's time once again to head on up to Sportsman's Lodge and visit with Ron Jones.
Folks, this is Joel Brown.
Yes, sir.
His daddy was named Byron Brown, and business here called Byron and Son. Excuse me, Byron and Son. Tell me what you do here, Joel.
Well, I work on starters and alternators and, well, boats and big trucks, stuff like that.
Well, we came in here. Ron Mechanic's a good friend with Joel, and I've never met Joel until a while ago, and he seemed like a nice guy.
I try to be.
Yeah, okay. And I was noticing up on the top shelf here that Joel's got all these old bottles and things up here. Joel, let's see what we got here. What is this? What is that? It looks like an old gas truck or something. What is that
Yeah,
thing?
an old gas truck. I found it out in the woods somewhere. I don't know how long. I guess probably about 20 years. So.
Tell them what that is.
I don't know. High karate.
Hi, karate! Hi, karate! It seems like I've done this before, but anyway.
What are they, about 1965?
64, 65, around in there. Yeah, I used to have in fact, I still got it, a bottle of, I bet you don't know what it is. Tell me what it is.
English leather.
That's right. High karate and English leather. It was one more that was the same color as this. It almost had the same theme as the karate. It was called
I don't remember.
Jade
East.
We're smoking at Smoking Bucks Barbecue.
The news is out. all over town. You've been seen out running around. I guess that I should be, but then just can't go. You win again.
Floating down the river, catching them brim. There's a big alligator over there on the bank. He's hoping that my boat will sink. But I ain't got time to worry about him. I'm too busy catching them brim. Catching them brim. Catching them brim.
Barry Holt, he's the guide. Barry, what we using today?
What we're using is a yellowtail shiner that we catch here in the river, and just fishing it on a little 2/0 hook with a split shot about a foot up the line. We're just gonna drift down this rock row here and see if we can't get the big smallmouth to bite.
Is that about an average size shiner you use? Or?
That one's a little small. Had this cold front come through, and minnows been a little hard to get, but they'll work. We're gonna throw him out there and see just how well.
Well, Todd's gonna try it. Barry, what's this waterway we're on, in case people not familiar with this area up here?
This is Pickwick Lake, Tennessee River. We're about 5 miles below Wilson Dam, and it's about 56 miles between the dams. And we're just throwing them out against this rock row and just making a slow drift down them, just kind of bumping in and off those rocks. What this is, it's an old man-made canal. We're actually on the New River channel side. Back before the dams was built, they built this canal to bring the barges up as far as they could get the barges up the river was up here at the end of these rock roads. And that was all railroad land up in there where Riverfront Park is now. And I thought I was getting a bite. And they bring the barges up and unload the barges at that time onto the trains, and they would, take everything by rail. And that's how our canal got here.
Have you got water problems? Pump won't pump? Do you need answers and solutions, but you don't want the runaround and you want someone honest? Well, have no fear, folks. Do what I did. Call the man, Water Dan. Dan Dubose will take care of your problem.
Hello, folks. This is Water Dan. I work on submersible pumps, jet pumps, do repairs and upgrades, anything to do with an existing water well. I would appreciate it if you call.
Call the man, Water Dan. He'll take care of your water problems. 850-535-9308. 535-9308.
Folks, you know why people from Washington, Jackson, Holmes, Bay County, you know why they call Water Dan? Because Dan Dubose knows what he's doing.
It's not always bad news. Sometimes it's just a pressure switch or a start capacitor. I'm here to help. Stay Right Pumps, stainless pumps. They'll warranty that pump for 5 years against corrosion, abrasion, or lightning. I stand behind that warranty as far as honoring the pump. 90% of the time, it's something above ground. I'll be glad to answer the questions over the telephone.
Y'all give him a call.
Surplus and Salvage of Chipley continues to be Northwest Florida's choice for quality metal roofing. Get it now. No waiting like most other metal roof places. Just pay and be on your way. 10 brilliant colors. A very low $1.89 a foot. Top quality Galvalume, only $135 a foot. The best people, the best results, the best prices. Shop them all, large or small. Just give Surplus and Salvage of Chipley a try before you buy. Be sure to tell them old Ron sent you. King's Discount Drugs and King's Outdoors in Chipley, Florida has always been Northwest Florida's top choice for prescriptions, outdoor sporting equipment, and special gifts and jewelry. For over 38 years, people have trusted and relied on King's Drugs for friendly, hometown personal service. King's Outdoors has served the hunting, fishing, and sporting needs for outdoorsmen and women throughout Northwest Florida. Ladies, for all your shooting needs or for just protection, King's Outdoors offers special service to help you with your needs. Come see the entire friendly staff at King's Drugs and King's Outdoors on Highway 77 in Chipley, Florida.
Here at King's Discount Drugstore, we'll work hard to earn your business and keep your business. Y'all come see us.
Rhino's Hydroport Steering. You've seen this amazing product advertised on the famous Rhino boats. Now you can enjoy the same two-finger ease of steering both at low speeds and high speeds. In the past, boats rated for smaller motors are now rated for even higher horsepower motors, making the traditional stick steering difficult to maneuver at certain speeds. No more. Rhino's complete Hydroport steering system is available during this offer for only $12.85 for everything. Order now or visit online at rhinoboat.com.
How can people get a hold of you if they want to hire you as a guide?
They can call me at area code 256-383-7481. That's day or night. And if I'm not there, somebody will be there to take their call.
And do you operate 7 days a week?
7 days a week. We have 6 guides that work for us, so we can usually get you in, just about any time you get ready to come down and go fishing. We mainly service smallmouth fishing, but we also have what I consider some of the best crappie guides probably in the United States. They'll average year-round anywhere from 50 to 120 crappie a day.
Mm-hmm.
They'll fillet them for you and send you home with some packed meat and ready to eat.
Shoot, ain't nothing wrong with that.
That's it. But mainly myself, I try to chase these smallmouth around there.
Good day, sunshine. Good day, sunshine. Good day, sunshine.
Get him. Oh, yeah.
Ron, that's what we came
Yes,
for.
sir, that's it.
Smallmouth, too. Small one. You probably caught that hook. I let him have it too long. I didn't catch the fish too bad, huh?
You got him in the lip? Just right.
That's a good fighting fish.
What did it feel like?
He never really attacked that bait. He just kind of started swimming off with it. I wasn't sure I had a fish, but Barry told me to go ahead and set the hook on him, and when I did, he was sure there. You can feel him when you put the steel to him, that's for sure.
Well, all right, let's get another one. Okay. What's the legal size limit on these smallmouth?
On the smallmouth, it's 14 inches down here on Pickwick. Now up on Wilson, it's 15 inches, but now it is 15 inches on all bass on Wilson. But down here, on the regulation, is on the smallmouth as far as the size limit.
Why is that? Why the difference?
I really don't know. It's controlled by the state, and I think up on Wilson, the reason for the 15-inch limit up there is they wanted to see what it's going to do for the growth of the fish, over the long haul.
Right.
And I believe it has really improved that lake, and I believe it's improving our smallmouth fishing down here as far as, catching better quality fish.
Well, so you got to understand, larger minnow, it's kind of like a grouper. He's going to try to find him a hole in the rock. You know what I mean? You get him on there all right, Todd?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Did you finally get one, Todd?
Yeah, right. Got one.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa. Whoa. That counts. That counts. We saw the fish. He was out of the water.
Wait a minute.
That's
I
2
don't
to
know.
nothing.
He might have just been chasing your minnow. We didn't see him on the hook. He might have been jumping around.
1.5.
Yeah, well.
Sure it is.
When you going to start guiding, Todd?
Oh, need somebody got this hook out of this thing's mouth. He's deep.
The best thing to do is just cut it off and tie you on another hook.
Is that right?
Yeah, they say that hook.
Yeah, hook down in there, but he says that hook will rust out of his mouth. It's better for the fish to leave the hook in there, right? I'd probably kill him trying to get it out. So that's a small one, but a lot of fun to catch.
Yeah.
You know, I get asked a lot about Main Street Market and the quality of their inventory, and that's one of my favorite subjects. It's simple. I tell them Paul was raised up on a farm. His whole family was and still is farmers. Paul knows the value of fresh and local. Paul knows the value of supporting the Florida farmers and their families, unlike big box stores and grocery store chains. Now, some things may cost a little more at Main Street Market. You see, Paul only accepts the best and buys only for one, for his market. I like advertisers where the money stays local, and that's why they advertise on our show. Thank you for supporting Main Street Market and all of our advertisers. You know, we've been telling you that Wyndham's Shoe Shop in Marianna is one of only a few Craftsman shoe repair shops in the Southeast. You've come to learn that Wyndham also sells only the best quality boots of all types and brand names. You've also learned that Dennis Creamer has been a shoe and boot repair expert for most of his life. You know, customers and viewers from all over the Panhandle have expressed many times just how much they appreciate Dennis Creamer and his wonderful staff. What we haven't told you is that Wyndham's also can repair many leather products, and they also have a large selection of men's and women's belts, women's purses, and a good selection of shoe, boot, and leather accessories, as well as very nice belt buckles. So, it's not just a fantastic down-home professional repair shop, it's a lot more. Check them out. Tell old Ron sent you. We certainly would appreciate it. Dow Morris at Easy Care Tree Service says if you've got trees, bring them on. No job is too big or too small. Just tell Dow where you want it. He'll put it on the ground, cut it up, and haul it off, leaving the area nice and clean. Too many of these tree services just come and go, but Dow and Tabitha Morris will be here for you. Dow and Tabitha employ only the highest qualified people to get the job done. Give Dow and Tabitha Morris a call because they are looking out for you. Easy Care Tree Service, the #1 requested tree service in Northwest Florida.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's large now, dude. We like it.
Let's take that drag. Small, man.
Yeah. Taking some drag.
They don't want to give up.
Well, those fighting little fish, I tell you. Yeah, that's a good size one. Good size one.
Nice in there.
Back. Yes,
This
sir.
way.
What's the size limit on these again now?
Pound 3/4. It's 14 inches. That's about a 15-inch fish, 15 and a half.
Oh, it's 14 inches below the dam, 15 inches
Above the
above the dam.
Yes, sir.
All right. Good fish.